everyone, welcome to our cooking class. My name is Jessica Huffman and I am an Epicure leader based in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, and I'm your Epicure gal for this cooking event. Thanks so much for joining us, and of course let's all thank our amazing hostess for being here and bringing us all together to share good food real fast. So many of you may already know and love Epicure, and many of you might be brand new to Epicure. So I'm really excited to share this meal with you, and I hope that you love it as much as myself and my family do. I have a 10-year-old son, Drake, and my husband, Carlton, and it's a family business in this house, and we all love doing our part. And one of the things that we love the most about Epicure is our never ever list. And I know this is going to be backwards for you, but this full list is available on the website. So when you click that shopping link, you can find this information on there. But some big ones that are really important to so many people: we're 100% gluten-free, and we are sodium and sugar conscious, and there is no junk in our products. You can see that is a big list of stuff that you're not going to find in our Epicure products, but I can promise you they're full of delicious flavor nevertheless. So let's go ahead and jump right in to get cooking tonight. And I am going to be doing the Azteca Tortilla Soup for you, and we're going to do a little bit of a twist because I love adding chicken to this dish. So we're going to do it in a really quick way. So tonight we're going to be using our 12-cup multi-purpose pot, and I'm going to go ahead and get this turned on. I do already have it filled with 5 cups of water, and then I'm going to be adding to it our chicken broth. So I've got our 4-in-1 spice spoon, and I'm going to get this in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm just gonna go 6. So it's actually 1.5 teaspoons per cup of water for the broth, but I just went ahead and did 6 because I think that this is such a flavorful dish that I don't need to worry about adding more broth to it. So I've got that broth in here, and we need to bring this to a boil. I think I need to add our packet in right away. Okay, so we've got our pot with 5 cups of water, and I do need to go ahead and add this seasoning to it right away. So I've got our amazing brand new Prep Pro scissors. If you don't have kitchen scissors, you definitely want to get these scissors. They are amazing. Probably 2 pairs. I promise. They are amazing. And then, of course, my favorite saute spoon. So I've got our 12-cup multi-purpose pot on the stove with 5 cups of chicken broth and our Azteca Tortilla seasoning packet. And we need to cover this and bring it to a boil. And also I've got my most favorite roll-up rack over my kitchen sink. Oh, and our cover has 2 sides of its own strainers. Just want to make sure that you have the strainer pieces away from the pour spout so it keeps all of the heat in. Okay, so while that is going to get boiling, we actually have a chicken breast here just in this bowl, and I also do have one of our large flexible cutting mats down here on the kitchen counter as well. But we're actually going to use our scissors tonight to cut this chicken. So I'm hoping that I am in the camera well enough, and I'm going to start with cutting off some of the fatty pieces. And we're going to cut this into nice bite-sized pieces, and we're going to be putting it into our multi-purpose steamer. Our steamer does come with this tray. However, we're not going to use the tray tonight, so I'm going to leave that set off to the side. And then this is our multi-purpose steamer. And this is going to be a little bit bigger than we actually need for this particular part. But I love the multi-purpose steamer, the rectangular steamer. The steamers are fantastic and they're great time-saving tools. So we're gonna get this chicken cut into some nice bite-sized pieces. I've got some stubborn fatty pieces on here. So, all right, we're gonna just start cutting into strips, and then I'm gonna cut those strips down further. And I've got some fatty pieces here, but this cuts through so great. And I just realized I think I'm off screen, so let me come back in screen here. I mean, this is a really thick chicken breast, and this is cutting through really nicely. Really, really nicely. So while we've got that sauce, or our broth, going on the stove, we are preparing our chicken, just cutting it into more bite-sized pieces, because we're going to add this chicken to the soup. So the package recipe does not call for chicken, but I have a very meat-loving family, and we really enjoy adding chicken to this dish. You can leave it as it is and just do the black beans per the recipe, but I love to show how versatile our products truly are by letting you know that it is absolutely okay to add to any recipe. It is not a problem. So, nice bite-sized pieces, because that's going to go a lot easier with the soup. So you don't want a big old chunk of chicken, right? Alright, so these scissors are great. Who is falling in love with them? Get those on your wish list. Alright, and there are all of our pieces here, except for I want to get this little bit of fat off of here. Okay, so we got our chicken cut, and I'm just going to get rid of this fat. And then wash my hands quick. Okay, so, and like I said, there is a lot of flavor in this recipe, but I do like to give a little bit of flavor to the chicken. So I'm actually going to sprinkle a little bit of our fajita onto our bite-sized chicken. So here is our bite-sized chicken, and I'm just going to shake a little bit of fajita over the top of it. Nothing crazy, maybe a teaspoon, okay? Nothing crazy, just a little bit of flavor for that chicken. We're gonna pop this cover on there, and I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 2 minutes. Okay, and only 2 minutes, because honestly, they're really small pieces, and I think they're gonna cook up pretty quickly. Okay, I'm also getting ready our next pieces here. We've got our no salt added crushed tomatoes, and then we also need to add a can of black beans. Okay, and then we need to strain them out. So I get to show you one of my newer favorite products, and that is our collapsible strainer. which is fantastic. It's great space saver for sure when you can just flatten it down and it fits really nice. I don't know about you, but I've had some pretty monster space takers when it comes to the strainer department. So we will be checking that out here in just a moment. I should have opened this can ahead of time. I feel like it takes quite a while sometimes to get these cans to pop open. But we still don't have a boil yet on our broth, so it's no problemo. So, and the one thing I love about doing the chicken separate from the soup is that you don't end up with overcooked chicken, or forgetting to put the chicken in and then, you know, it doesn't get cooked enough. By doing it separately in the steamer, I just feel like it saves a lot of like questionable routes that it could go. So here is our collapsible strainer. I almost got it with one hand. So it folds down really nice and easy, pops out really easy. So we're gonna strain this out here over the sink. Just gonna rearrange my little setup here. All right, so dump in our beans, and then with the sprayer, I'm gonna rinse those out. All right. And our chicken just beeped, and that's not a problem if it sits there for just a few moments, because the steamer will actually continue to cook that chicken for up to 3 minutes after the microwave has stopped. So if you know that you're going to be busy around the house or doing other things, multitasking like we all do these days, I feel like, you can set it for a little bit less time than you actually need it, and then it'll finish cooking off while you're finishing whatever you're doing, and it'll be ready to go for you by the time you get to the microwave. All right, so we have a really great boil happening here, and now it's time for us to add in our crushed tomatoes and get it back to a boil. So slowly kind of add this in. Let's do it like that. Okay. Gotta get all the good stuff in there, right? Okay, so crushed tomatoes are in. Get all that. Okay, great. So now we just need to bring this back to a boil. And then we're going to be adding in our black beans. So, did it want it covered? Yes. Okay, so it wants it to get covered back up again. All right, so covering that back up again and getting that back to a boil. And while we are waiting for that, I'm actually going to take a quick swing, and we're going to switch over to dessert really quick. Because like I said, that chicken is just fine sitting in the steamer in the microwave. It's going to be just fine. So we're going to do a healthy dessert today. I just have some plain Greek yogurt, nothing crazy or fancy. And I'm just going to scoop some of this into one of our 1 cup prep bowls. Has the measurements on the side. And and of course, I didn't bring one of the silicone lids over with it, so I'll have to do it without that. But we do have great silicone lids that fit right on top of these guys, and I love using this to prep actually for the week. Get like snacks and desserts set up ahead of time by using these prep bowls. But I've got my plain Greek yogurt, and we've got this fabulous Tutti Frutti, and I love all of our products have 1 or more recipes right on the jar or the package, And the suggestions are Greek yogurt, hot cereal, quinoa salad, some rice, fresh fruit, cream cheese, and to make sweet dips. And so you just stir this right in. You can add it to pancakes, muffins, granola bars. I mean, it's really a wide range of different options for Tutti Frutti. We also have a family favorite of summer berry. Similar situation, just add that to whatever tickles your fancy. If it's summer, maybe it's an ice pop, or maybe it's just like a fun little cheese ball. And just add that right in. You mix them in. We're going to actually go with the summer berry today. And I'm going to just wipe off my teaspoon here. I'm going to add a teaspoon of our summer berry. And then I like to have these pre-mixed so that the real strawberry bits that are in here can get rehydrated and really get that flavor opened up. And you guys, I tell you, if you don't like Greek yogurt, you should still give this a try in Greek yogurt, because it will totally change your mind on how you feel about Greek yogurt. Seriously, every live in-person cooking class I've done, there's always been someone who really dislikes Greek yogurt and they give it a try and it changes their mind. So we've got this. It's already delicious, and it hasn't even sat yet. Oh, you guys are missing out. Okay, so dessert. And then before serving, I like to add some Cocoa Crunch to the top of that. Cocoa Crunch is great for so many things. Yogurts, cereals, cream cheese, sweet dips, smoothies, granola bars, baked goods, all the fun stuff. Lots of great stuff packed into these little fruit toppers. Lots of nutrients and great stuff that we sometimes miss in our diets. So these are great little bonuses. And I do add it at the end for my yogurt because I do like having that crunch. So that's my little healthy dessert. And it sounds like we're boiling again, which we are. So actually, let's remove the lid. I'm gonna just turn this down a smidge. And we're gonna spoon our beans in, because I don't want to accidentally splash this delicious smelling boiling liquid. All right, so our beans, all right, just a couple beans left. Those are good. And give this a stir. Now at this point, per the package instructions, we have all of our ingredients in. And now we're just gonna be reducing the temperature. Oh, not yet actually. Okay. Oh yeah, reduce the temperature like I just did, and we added our beans. And then we also add some corn as well. So let me grab our corn out of the freezer and throw some stuff at myself too. Whoops. Okay. And I always say you can never have too many vegetables. So I don't normally always measure my vegetables. I love corn. So I just poured in, I don't know, about half of my little frozen package of corn. And at this point, we're just basically heating up that corn to the temperature of the rest of the soup, and we'd be done. But we know we still have some chicken in that steamer. So let's go ahead and grab that chicken out. Okay, so here is our chicken. And we did have a few pieces kind of pile up on top of each other. So we might need another 30 seconds after I separate these pieces here. But that 2 minutes plus sitting in the steamer closed almost completely cooked through all of the chicken. So we're gonna go ahead and just pop this back in for another 30 seconds or so, and then I'll just be adding this right in to our Azteca Tortilla Soup, and that is a meal all in one. We've got our protein, lots of vegetables with our corn and our crushed tomatoes, and what a great dish to warm you up on a cool fall evening. I want to thank all of you so much for being here and being a part of this cooking class. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. And if you had fun, you should consider booking your own cooking class with me yet this fall and earn yourself a $20 booking bonus, as well as getting our hostess an extra half-price item when you book off of their cooking class. And maybe you're thinking, man, that was so easy. Jessica just made dinner for her family. I could do that. You're right, you totally could. And my team is growing, and there is room for you here in Epicure. If you're thinking that this might be something you'd like to give a try, I'd love to chat with you. So no pressure. Let's just chat and see if becoming an Epicure consultant would work for you. So actually, let's check that chicken real quick, and we'll wrap it up with a finished dish. All right, our chicken is now completely ready to go. So quick and easy. And then I love that you can do this for your own fajitas. Our steamer works fantastic for a whole thing of fajitas. So your chicken and your peppers and your seasoning all together in about 5 minutes, I can make enough chicken fajitas to feed my family of 3. And my guys eat a lot. So if that tells you anything, it could definitely work for a big or a small family. And maybe you're thinking, I love the idea of that steamer, but that is really big. Not to worry. Check out our rectangular steamer. It is more for, like, we recommend for side dishes or 1 or 2 people. And you can absolutely use that to make your meals as well. So that about does it for us. Of course, I will share a picture of our finished product of our delicious Azteca Tortilla Soup, which is going to be so good on this cool fall day. Thanks again, everyone, so much for joining us, and stay tuned for more information after the live. Bye-bye.